Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to a Talking Town special. We are sitting down today with a history maker. I'm going to bring in my cohort, my friend, my contributor, Richard Moss. Richard, it's midday on Monday.
Hang on. When did you last call me that?
Last call you what?
My proper name.
I don't know. A long time ago. You're normally the cruncher to me.
Even.
Sort those dogs out, man. Sort those dogs out. Throw them a bone. I'll carry on. I'll be the strength of the party. But no, it's Monday. It's midday. We're going to sit down with somebody who's recently become a part of history of our football club. And what is a busy day it's looking like today so far?
Perfect lunchtime viewing. If you're at work, get your sandwiches out or get a coffee or whatever, and just sit down and have a chat. Even EK was calling me Cruncher when she messaged me, Martin. So come on.
Good. I like that. I like that a lot. I really do. Obviously, we're here to sit down with good friend. Ooh, friend, says Mike Brown. Absolutely. Cruncher is somebody you want in the trenches with you. I can promise you that. A shadow of a doubt. No shadow.
It's an exciting day, isn't it? Exciting day. We've seen the rumours. Connor Chaplin. Edmondson, hopefully. Well, I've heard that he's having a medical today, 2 p.m. So, yeah, and I think there'll be more to come, Martin, this week. I really do.
It's an exciting time in the club, for the club overall, for the men's game, but also the women's game, which is what we're here, obviously, to cover in this particular show. We're with somebody who's become the third pro player for Ipswich Town F.C-Women.
Something quickly to tell you. So this morning we popped to Tesco's, me and my missus, and they've got a coffee shop in there. So she said, "Do you fancy a coffee?" So in we go. The guy behind it, the manager, he's only wearing a Norwich City mask, and I was having a lovely bit of banter about him. And then I said to him, "Don't worry, mate. You'll never have a T-shirt like this."
Oh, that's a beautiful one. That one. Ooh. I've got a couple of those upstairs to give away. It reminds me. Well done. Yeah. Thank you. Nice prompt there. Like, we are obviously coming to you at a different sort of time than we normally do. So if you are watching this and you've got to run away to get to work and whatnot, you can listen back. You can watch back on YouTube, or you can listen to this show at any point on our audio platforms. Just search Talking Town, Ipswich Town FC podcast, ITFC, and you'll find us. We're going to be there. Right. First things first. Let's just get cracking onto it.
I do work, by the way. I do work. People who think that I don't work.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But what is your go-to sandwich if you were at work?
Go-to sandwich? Well, at work now, Martin, we get baguettes delivered every day. So,
of course you do.
I think Friday I had a horseradish and beef on brown bread sandwich, but normally Cajun chicken baguette. Spot on. Don't have to pay for it neither. Gets delivered. We just phone up in the morning. It's there about midday. So just as I'm about to go home for lunch, I'll take it with me and off we go, mate.
Look at this. Right. Well, let's introduce our guest because I'm sure they get their lunch provided as well now being a pro. And I would like to know what Eloise had as her go-to sandwich. So introduce this history maker to us, Crunch.
Well, it's the latest lady to sign pro, the third after Sophie Peskett, and then Paige obviously signed. So welcome to Town. Look, she's an Ipswich Town fan. She's a season ticket holder. She's an absolute. She does a good fist pump as well, Martin. You know, after smashing the Canaries, I think she scored a hat trick against them. Eloise King.
I've seen that picture. And friend of the show, obviously. Last time we saw Eloise, she was on a watch along with us. Eloise, welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, guys. How are you?
Good. Yeah, really good. Exciting news for you and the football club. And obviously, last time we sat down with you was a watch along. It's been several months since then. So how are you feeling after signing those pro papers?
Yeah, great. You know, obviously something that I've always wanted to do. And like I've said in my interview and things like that, to do it with Ipswich, you know, just means everything to me. And obviously, with the women's game progressing, you know, it's good for the whole club and it's good for the team as well, not just myself. So, yeah, I'm delighted.
Absolutely. You look a little bit different than a picture I see on the ITFC women's Twitter page. How old were you when you were wearing that Power Jane kit? And it looks like it's about 2 sizes too big for you as well.
Yeah, I know. I'd have had to been about 4 or 5, something like that. Yeah, I had blonde hair then. Don't know
Great
quite
picture.
what happened, but
Great picture.
Yeah, it's decent.
Oh, I've seen it. I've just seen it. I've just
sent
seen
it to Martin. I said I'd send it
Yeah.
to you. So, how long you've been a season ticket holder at Town, haven't you?
Yeah, for quite a while
Okay.
now. Yeah.
You still got a season ticket for this season coming?
Well, yeah, the club obviously provide that for us, so I'm still waiting on mine. But yeah, I've spoke to Joe, like, are we going to get one? Like, it's just, you know, if I didn't get one, then I'd obviously get my dad to get me one. But yeah, we've had one for the last 2-3 seasons since I've been here.
My missus asked me a question, EK. She said, does your dad watch our show? And I said, I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, he actually does. He does. The amount of times I come in and I hear YouTube's voice, I'm just like, oh, here we go.
Not them again. Not them again.
Yeah, he does.
Get it on,
He does.
Quality.
Get it on. That's brilliant. So they provide the season tickets for you, for all the team.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Wow.
we're normally in the Alf Ramsey right at the top. That's where all the academy players go.
Nice. That must be. So, what are the perks now of turning pro? Come on, Eloise, spill the beans.
Don't know. I guess. Well, we get paid now, so that's obviously.
Money makes the world go round, my friend. That is the best thing you can be doing. Trust me, that's the biggest perk you can have.
Yeah. No, to be fair, not a lot's changed really in terms of, you know, like how I go about things. Obviously, money is probably the biggest thing. But yeah, no, good stuff.
So Paige was working. She told us she was working at David Lloyd's, and I think she's packed that in now, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has now.
So what about you? What were you doing before you signed pro for Town?
So I have a little cleaning job, and I also do some sports, sort of like coaching, every like half term and things for kids. I work under a guy called Ian. So yeah, I do that when I can. But yeah, now I'm getting paid. I can almost. Well, to be fair, I still do the cleaning and I still do the sports stuff for, you know, extra money. But yeah, it's taking a bit of weight off my shoulders now, having to worry about that side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. It must be something nice. I mean, the coaching, I imagine, is something you really enjoy. And is that you're still such a young player, but obviously football doesn't last forever. Is that something that you'd be looking to sort of develop and grow as you do a professional career?
Yeah, definitely. They have like a community trust at Ipswich, and I'm now starting to hopefully get a job within that, coaching with some of the guys, because I know some players in our team also have roles within the community trust. So that's something, and I know they want to get as many players to help with the community trust as they can.
Yeah, and actually you've got a great manager in Joe, someone you can really learn under and really glean some information from, because he's what he's put together at Town is just unrivaled, I think, elsewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've known him for quite a while now, and to just see like his ambition and vision, you know, I'm sure you guys hear it a lot, but you know, it's good as a player because you want a coach that's got so much ambition and vision, because that almost sets you a pathway of, you know, where you could possibly go. So yeah, it's great having Joe as our coach.
So now you've turned pro. How many times a week are you training?
So we were training Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and games Sundays. But Mondays now become more of like a recovery kind of day for us. Obviously, if we're playing on a game on a Sunday, so we're in like 4 days a week plus a game. Yeah.
Nice.
How'd you get on yesterday? Because I see that you played at Harlow, didn't you? But there was no. I don't think they were tweeting anything out. I see you on there. Are you allowed to tell us how you got on?
Yeah. We won 3-0. So
I see that you just missed that storm, didn't you? Because I see on Harlow's Twitter feed. Have you seen it, Martin? Their pitch was literally, it was flooded, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally. We went in at full time, come out, and it was literally a storm. Like we had to wait for a little while to actually go outside because it literally floods everywhere. Yeah, it's mental.
3-0. Yeah. Did you score?
No, I didn't. But you know.
wait for the real stuff to start.
Yeah, waiting for the league, you know.
Absolutely. Who did grab the goals? Do you remember?
Yeah, so Sarah Brazzero, she's one of our younger players. She grabbed 2 goals, and Lucy Egan, one of our centre halves, grabbed a goal. So yeah, it was nice for them.
Nice. So hence the Sarah appreciation tweet on Twitter. That it all makes sense. You see, it's all coming together. Lovely.
Exactly.
We started the show talking about sandwiches. What is your go-to sandwich, Eloise?
It differs. Sometimes I do like a prawn sandwich.
Now she's
BLT.
pro.
Yeah, BLT I quite like. Or the classic ham and cheese, obviously. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, I find it so boring, ham and cheese. I don't know about you, but I find that such a boring sandwich, Crunch.
BLT though, that's a classic, isn't it? What sauce? Do you have sauce?
Don't really have sauce. No, I think they normally put like mayo in it or something like that. But yeah.
Michael Finch, talking of switch, could you switch the blooming TV off before you go to sleep? Not sure what he's talking
What's
about.
he on about there?
I got no idea. No idea.
No idea.
I don't know if Eloise has got any idea, but Michael's on the midday beers already. Happy days. So Harlow has just been and gone. Obviously, you've got a little run of fixtures, haven't you, for pre-season? You missed one, or one was cancelled for unknown reasons. I'm sure you probably know, but we, the public, do not. Then you got Wroxham on the 1st, then Wolves on the 8th. So then they're your next 2 pre-season friends before starting the season against Hounslow. So 2 more games to go. You feel how are preparations coming along for the new campaign?
Yeah, they're going quite well. Yeah, just getting along with it. Obviously, pre-season is obviously tough, but I think this pre-season has been better for us because obviously we now know we've been promoted. I think the last pre-season, although it was good, was a bit of a struggle because we were still stuck in the same league. And there's nothing worse, from working hard to just go and play in Tier 4. No disrespect to it, but obviously we were too good at the time for that. But now, I've been speaking to the players and they're so up for the season and ready, for some tough games. So yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah.
What are you hoping then for this season? Because obviously, like you say, we've gone up a division.
Yeah.
What's the aims for this season?
Well, to be fair, when speaking to Joe, he doesn't really want to set too many, heights on it because I don't think he wants to put too much pressure on us. But I think if we're all honest, if our aim isn't to win the league, then, not much point being in it. So I'd say, to win the league is something that we're all aiming to do because we have spoke about doing the double, which is obviously from Tier 4 to Tier 3 and then Tier 3 to Tier 2. So that's I know that's as a team, that's what our aims are. And I'm sure Joe would probably agree with that without saying it. But,
yeah, love it. That's ambition. You've got to have ambition. Absolutely. Wolves is obviously the last pre-season friendly for the guys and girls at home that are watching, maybe getting into the women's football or not quite as up to date with it. Is that the measuring stick for you guys in terms of before you start the season? Are Wolves a couple of divisions, one division? Where are Wolves in the pyramid compared to us at the moment?
I'm pretty sure they're in the same tier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. So yeah, that will be a good test for us. Obviously, we played Harlow, but they're not quite at, the leagues that we are. So yeah, Wolves will be a good test for us. It's obviously good to get a game under our belt that will be kind of like a similar position to what we are before we actually start the season. So yeah, looking forward to that one.
I agree with my mate there. He's Paul Bird, but I call him Budge in the chat. Double promotion, EK. Women's and men's team both going up. How do you think that?
Yeah, that I don't know what to say to that because if that happened, that would just be unbelievable for the club. It's definitely possible, 100% possible. I
was going to say, how do you think the men's are going to do this season? Because obviously we've got eight in so far, more to come. We've got to be up there challenging, haven't we? Surely.
100%. Obviously, the last few seasons, that's what we've wanted, but obviously haven't got that. But now, looking at the signings that we've brought in, and hopefully a few more to come, definitely need to push for promotion. When looking at the teams, obviously there's some tough teams in that division. It doesn't get any easier, but you know, we should be good enough to at least push for top 2, if not playoffs as well. So, yeah, hopefully a good season for both of us.
Fight and talk. I love it. Colin Plum is tuning in from the beaches of Cornwall. Welcome in the GOAT. Mike Brown, treat every game as a cup game and you ladies will get promoted at least. Eloise, do you think the ladies team will ever play on the hallowed turf of Portman Road?
Yeah, I do. I spoke to Kieran, our media guy, and he's so eager to try and get something sorted for that. Obviously, I know in the past when our women's team previously have played in the Suffolk Cup final, obviously that's always at Portman Road. But in terms of league games and things like that, hopefully, you know, in the future, that is something that we can sort out. But obviously, playing at Felixstowe at the moment is still, for us, it's a good ground for us because it's obviously nowhere near as big as what Portman Road is, but it's a nice size for the amount of fans that we have. You know,
yeah,
it's a nice atmosphere.
It's a nice little ground, the Gold Star down there. I don't know if you've been down there, Crunch, but they've really done some decent work to it over the last couple of years.
Yeah, we spoke quite a lot, EK, on the show about having playing at Portman Road. And I think it'd be a great idea if you had a double header with the men's team.
Yeah,
you know, played before the men's, get a load of people in. I think because obviously the interest is growing, you know, in women's football, in our club as well. So I think it's a no-brainer to play at Portman Road, you know. And I think once you've done it once, hopefully it will happen more and more.
Yeah, and obviously that's only a positive for us because the more people, you know, that we get there, you know, the more interest it will start to become of our team. So, yeah, it'll bring nothing but positives for us.
Absolutely. As we close, it's been lovely to just sit down and talk to you. What are your own personal goals for the coming season? You've heard the team goals, you've heard about the men's team goals from your perspective.
I know one goal.
Well,
surely one goal, EK, is to meet Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, well, to be fair, when I did that photo shoot, I was hoping he would be there, but you know, he weren't. But yeah,
maybe you got, you know, maybe at some point this year you could your paths will meet. But yeah, what's your own personal goals this year?
I'd probably say to obviously be consistent within the team and try to help, you know, push for what we're aiming for as a team. Obviously, internationally, it's a bit difficult at the moment because I've obviously been to camps, but with our age group at the moment, it's kind of stopped because of all the COVID and because we were supposed to hopefully qualify for the Euros, but we weren't able to do that because of COVID. And then I think only a certain amount of countries went through and England wasn't one of them. So at the moment, our, you know, age group's at a bit of a standstill, which is a bit annoying, but obviously, you know, can't do much about that. So just focusing in on club really. Yeah, just doing everything I can to help the team, to be consistent and hopefully grab a few, as a number 10, grab a few goals and assists, that would be nice. But yeah, that's pretty much how I'm looking at the season.
Perfect. Crunch?
I'm just hoping we will be in the fan zone, EK, first day of the season. We've got a live show. Just wondered if you fancy coming over and having a word live, bringing your old man with you. We can meet him and shake his hand and say thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be there obviously on the 7th, is it, or something like that?
Yeah, 7th.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
Yeah.
2 weeks Saturday. Yeah. And I promise you this, Eloise, the Cruncher will have a bum bag with some pictures inside that are signed, and he can hand them out.
Put me Sharpie, Martin, at the ready if you want me to sign them.
So we can get your dad sorted out with a Cruncher selfie, you know, and all that sort of jazz. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it'd be great to speak with you at the Morecambe game. But honestly, have a great season. Hopefully, we'll speak throughout it. It's not the only chance we get. And honestly, well done for becoming only the 3rd ever woman to become a pro player at Ipswich Town. That's really something to be proud of. It truly is.
Yeah, thank you for that.
No, cheers for fitting us in. Cheers for fitting us in, because I know you're busy. You said you're busy.
Yeah, I did say I was busy, but you know, I thought, you know, I'd fit you in. I'm sure my dad will be watching.
When's your brother playing tonight?
Yeah, he's playing tonight. He plays.
Give him a shout out.
Long Melford, you know, a club near us.
Does he?
Yeah. Bless him.
What, a senior team or?
So he's only 16, so he plays for the under-18 team. So, yeah.
Who they're playing tonight? Give him a shout out. Give it a plug.
He's playing Felixstowe at the Gold Star, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can tell him how the ball bobbles and what's that little
Yes,
divot in the corner. And
I've already told him, you know, the pitch is a bit bobbly, but it's not a bad ground to be fair.
absolutely, and obviously our own media mogul knows Long Melford's Jamie Bradbury, so it's a small world. It's a real small world that. But great, all right. Well, Eloise, thanks ever so much. Have a great season. And we'll catch up soon. We'll see the rest of you guys and girls tonight, 8:30, where hopefully we've got a whole load of signings to be talking about. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ham and cheese sandwich for Eloise, or prawns, whichever one it may be. Have a great lunchtime.
And you, see you soon.